Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. It is now 29th of March 1939. The world is rapidly moving towards a larger scale conflict, and Japan is getting into position to get into a war situation with the Allies. We have taken Tibet, although there has been a bit of a miscommunication with the Japanese Air Force, and they haven't actually been flying out when they were supposed to. The people responsible for that have been sacked, and we are preparing to take over Nepal. I am almost considering just to ignore Bhutan at this point, because I do need my political power for some other things. But we have a war goal against Nepal, and it's still going to take almost 100 days. So we will also soon start moving against the British and get ourselves into that conflict. Honestly, I've been looking at the resources again, and yes, while I do want the Dutch East Indies very much, we are definitely going to move against the British, probably first, because that'll sort out our rubber supply forever. And I think the 29 oil is a good start. And while we would get more out of taking the Dutch East Indies, it makes more sense from an operational perspective to move south from our possessions here, and if we can, we'll take on the Dutch East Indies as well at the same time. At the same time, I am slightly worried about a Soviet buildup around the northern border here in Manchukuo. We do have our colonial forces on the border, so they should be able to hold this if necessary. But I am considering actually not giving them a front line, but getting them into a position that is actually defensible. So if we are building a fallback line along the front here, that should be actually, let's cut this short as well. So that should be a better position, allowing them to. We might sacrifice some northern areas, but there isn't much in case of conflict with the Soviets. But we don't have any troops over here, so we're running the risk of them just breaking through. Also, we do have the Japanese Second Army, and I have reordered them a little. We do have the Japanese Second Army in place here in the north, just in case something goes on. But much more importantly, we have researched the Mitsubishi Zero, and we are now producing actual Zeros. And I wanted to take a very quick look, because I don't actually know what that looks like. Did we just bypass that somehow? Because we have the Zero, which is the carrier version of the Hayabusa, but we haven't actually researched the Hayabusa herself. So I don't think we can actually skip this. I was hoping that we would be able to just skip this research using this focus, but this might have been a wrong impression. So the things that we need, we can sit on the Zero for quite a while, and we can catch this up. In terms of political efforts, the very next thing that we need to do is to sign the tripartite pact with Germany and Italy. And then we get ourselves the Strike South doctrine, and we're going to go for a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union, because we don't want to be fighting the Soviets and the Allies at the same time. Once that's all done, we're going to get back to the naval modernizations. We have an awful lot of things to get, and actually the unified fighter development would be great, because that actually removes the duplicate research efforts, which would give us a faster fighter research, which would be great. The other things we need to do, we definitely need to get Yamamoto in as a theorist, so we can start working on our naval doctrines at some point. But we also need to fill up our military high command at this stage. We're still in limited conscription because we don't have a need for. We still have enough manpower, but I am thinking we're definitely going to be needing 2 armies to fight the British here, and I want to keep 1 army in reserve against the Soviets, which means I'm going to need a 4th army to deal with the East Indies, and everything there. So we do have already the troops in training, so that should not be a massive problem. But we also have a tactical situation on the ground, because the British have actually massively fortified the northern border of Singapore, of the Malayan Peninsula here. So in order to break through that, we're going to need two things. First of all, we're going to need planes to bomb these. But I was considering giving, and I can't remember who it was. Yes, so we've given. So General Yamashita is a fortress buster. So we get 15% attack against forts. So that negates one level of forts here, actually, which means that I actually want him to be in charge of the troops that are going to invade from Siam. So I am actually thinking of just exchanging him with Imamura, because Imamura is our navy invasion expert. So we do want him to be. We don't want him to take on all the naval divisions, and we currently have 3 naval divisions here as well. So I'm thinking of getting the troops from Imamura's 3rd Army, and actually getting these over here, getting that over there, and then getting, this is going to be the 4th Army. 4th Army. And the 4th Army is going to get Imamura as a general. So Imamura, yeah, reassign. Okay, so Imamura is going to be reassigned to the 4th Army, and we're going to bring. How much we got? 6. So we need 18 more. That's one too many. So we get 18 more, and we got a 24. So now we've got some troops in reserve here, but these troops are currently, and yeah, Imamura needs to move out, and Imamura needs to get ready for invasion. So where are we going to station Imamura? I am thinking of stationing Imamura along. Let's delete these orders here, because I think they are now actually moot anyway. So we've got an invasion line here, but we've got nobody assigned. I am thinking of launching simultaneous invasions from naval invasions. We're not going to attack the Philippines just yet, because I want to avoid getting into a conflict with the Americans, obviously. So we are going to launch a naval invasion, maybe from Bangkok. That might not actually be a terrible way to go. So we're going from here. Alternatively, we could invade from the north here, from China, and then invade British Malaya. Yeah, maybe that's the better route. So Imamura's naval troops, effectively all of Imamura's troops, need to be ready. Let's see if we can get them all assigned here. No, we want the whole 3rd Army to be. No, the whole 4th Army. Hang on. This was the wrong. This got reassigned to the 3rd Army. That's not where they were supposed to be. We want these back with Imamura. Okay, and we're going to draw a fallback line here and get Imamura's 4th Army assigned to that, such that they can get ready for naval invasion. Now we still have the newly formed 3rd Army, so we're going to need another general for him. And let's see who we got. Who's the best total skill? We could get Tanaka. He's an infantry officer and a trickster. Yeah, and he's pretty aggressive. Sounds good. Let's get Tanaka in charge of the 3rd Army. And we do want Yamashita's 1st Army to take on these forts down here south. So we've got the 2nd Army up in the north to deal with any kind of Soviet incursions. We're going to need the 3rd Army to be in position already against, yeah, the third army is going to be going here, which means if Imamura takes the south, and we've got these guys up north against the Soviet. Okay, so Yamashita needs to sort of split his forces a little bit. So we're going to get 8 divisions, and we're going to get these 8 here. 3, 4, 5. No, not you. Although these are good for mana. Okay. We need to take Nepal. I don't need all of Imamura's army to take Nepal. But I want him actually... I want the first army up in the north, which means that I'm actually going to exchange these two, I think. No, we need... Okay, so if we got the... Sorry, hang on, let me think this through. We've got the first army, which is going to be fighting in the hills and mountains up north here. We also... We're going to get the third army, which is going to take the northern flank here against the British Raj. We are going to have Imamura and his fourth army dealing with naval invasions and occupying Southeast Asia. And we currently have Itagaki with the second army, who is sort of hedging against the Soviets. So the problem is I need somebody to organize the invasions down south. And yes, I am thinking I'm just going to dispatch some of Imamura's regular troops. 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to give these troops a front line, and these 8 divisions a front line south. And they are going to do the invasion of Singapore. Okay. And then these can move off. Everybody else. So, I'm not sure how I okay, move to your front line. Okay, so these should be on the way now. And everybody else. Can I just... Why are they not using the railways? They should be using the railways. Come on, 8 divisions. Move to the front line. Okay, so these are moving off. Everybody else is going to be dealing with Nepal, and then sort of sit at the northern border, which means we're going to have to extend. We're going to extend this front line a little bit. Can we? No, we can't actually. Why can we not extend that front line? I am not entirely certain why we can't do that, but yeah, this is a long flank, so we're going to need the second army to help out in the north here. Okay, so I think we've got it all sorted out, and we can actually get our who is that? Hata. He can get oh no, he can get a preferred tactic. Is there anything we want? Suppressive barrage sounds pretty nice actually. What else could we get? Let's get our doctrines up before we do that. Okay, we've got unassigned divisions. All these need to go in the... Oh, we've got actually one too many. Interesting. Okay, one of you goes into a new army, and that will become the... Did I train one too many? That will become the 5th army. 5th army. You need a... Do I still have? I don't even have a symbol for the 4th army, do I? Yeah, the 4th army needs a symbol. That's the 4th army, and that's the 5th army. Perfect. So the 5th army is going to take that, and they need to have a different color because otherwise I can't distinguish these guys anymore. That should do it. Yeah, I think we haven't used that yet. Okay, the 5th army. They're trained too many troops. How are we on equipment? We are running a little low on support equipment. Okay, Czechoslovakia is falling, and the Germans are, yeah, I would assume that they will start conquering the rest of the continent soon. That's why I'm getting ready here. because we want to launch our attacks as well. It's April 1939. Okay, let's keep setting this up. So Imamura needs to have naval invasions ready, and we are going to start invading. Which area has the oil? Where's the resources? Resources. Okay, so here. So we're going to start invading British Malaya, and we're not going to naval invade. We're not going to naval invade here just yet, but hopefully we can take these out reasonably quickly. So we're going to get Imamura 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divisions. Get ready for a naval invasion from here to... Actually, we might be hitting them in 2 ports. Okay, so let's get 1, 2, 3 divisions ready for a naval invasion. 3 divisions from here into the northern port at Brunei. And then we're going to get the other 3 set up for a naval invasion from here. Nope. Nope. Naval invasion from there to Kuching. Okay. So 3 divisions. Why can I not assign these yet? Are they not in place? Maybe they're not yet in place. That might be. Okay, they need to get in. No, we don't want to delete the naval invasion order. We just probably need to wait for the divisions to be in place. Okay. Do we need to make any adjustments to our division designs? We do have these guys. They're fine. We do have our. We do need to add the. Support anti-air actually. And that's something we might just do, at least for the naval divisions, because that will give them... we're a bit low on fighters at this point, so that will give them some air attack. So that we should... Yeah, we've got enough anti-air to make that happen. And we're eventually going to need that also for the... we could do it to the 25 width divisions and give them the support AA. Yeah, we have enough anti-air to make that happen. And the regular infantry divisions, I think we don't have enough. It's relatively close, so I'm going to assign them already, and then the production just has to catch up. So we got that sorted, and then we can pull back the production a little bit. What else do we need to do? We do have. Are we losing? We are losing some infantry equipment on garrisons. That's perfectly normal. That's just in Nepal up north here. The other thing we need to do, we need to reorganize our Air Force and our Navy. So there's going to be a little bit of organization going on today, in today's episode. Let's start and see what we've got here. So we've got we've got 4 tactical bomber wings up north, and they are exercising. Perfect. We have, what else do we have? Do we have another... we have another tactical bomber wing here. Now we are going to need air support against Malaya. So the question is, we do have some close air support here. Why is the circle over there? That makes no sense. So I don't think they have the range to actually even get here. So these are carrier fighters and carrier close air support. We just happen to have them around, so it doesn't really matter that much. We've still also got the strike force here. Well, they can sit there for now. What are we going to do with the Air Force? So these guys are not going to have range, so we may as well not occupy space valuable space here in Bangkok. I mean, we may leave them here in case we are getting into fights. I guess it's fine. We'll leave them there. They don't need to train. They just need some more planes. We do have another a wing of naval bombers and another tactical bomber wing. So we're going to need the tactical bomber wing in Bangkok. So we're going to get them to move over there. And they should have the range for air support over Singapore. So we're going to get them moving. These are this is a set of naval bombers. I am going to move them over to Bangkok as well, because I'm not sure where we are going to have to deal with the British Navy. That is a big question that I don't have an answer for just yet. Okay, let's try it. Albania has joined Italy, and we have we signed the tripartite pact at this point? I'm not sure if we already actually signed it, but we're going to go for the Strike South doctrine. And are we upgrading? No, we actually need to. No, we're forming the cryptology department. That's something we need to do. Are we having any idea where the British have their navy at this point? We have an operative in London. Just to our naval intelligence is 38%. So we know that they have 2 to 4 battle cruisers, 11 to 14 battleships, 3 to 7 carriers. So they have a leg up in terms of carrier design as well. We are going to need more carriers, because right now our carrier force isn't too great. We've got Carrier Group 1, which has Ryujo, which is the only somewhat modern carrier hull. We do have I think we do have a second carrier. Yes, we've got here you. So I am actually. Why are these guys not in the training fleet? Okay, this is a cruiser submarine that needs to go to the training fleet, and here you needs to go into the training fleet as well. These guys need to train. Okay. We are starting to get more of the Shimushus going, so that's good. And these are going to just be convoy escorts, so don't matter too much. We could use a couple more mine layers, but right now I'm flat out in terms of naval production of the everything. I am considering, given how much delay we had because of things, to start pulling some dockyards. I'm just going to intersperse this here, because we do need the additional dockyards more urgently. I thought this was all going to done a bit quicker. All right, so that's a bit better here. We're going to get additional dockyards, and then we're going to get the production done. I am considering, can we do anything? I mean, we're already in 1939, so I don't think we need to do very much with the Soyuz class anymore. I mean, we could give them a bit better AA, but it's not going to make an awful lot of difference. We could give them better engines, which would be good, which makes them faster, but they're already pretty quick. And we can't give them any more. We could give them slightly better secondaries, but none of this is going to make an awful lot of difference. So we're going to have to live with what we can have. The other thing is that we currently only have the 1st, the 6th, and the 3rd fleet going, because and we've got the training fleet, and I'm not sure what that task force is meant to be doing here. Who are you, and where are you, and why are you here? Okay, so that's a task force that just has. It looks like this carrier group 2 in being, sort of. We're going to have to start reorganizing our ships such that we can actually get into a conflict. We can't have more than 4 carriers. But carrier group 1 is a bit small at this point, because while we do have 4 carriers, 3 of them are old ones, and we only have Nagato and Fuso, and the rest is light cruisers and shenanigans. So I'm gonna need two more heavy ships. So we're going to get see if we have anything in reserve. We can get 2 of the Congos in, Congo and Haruna, so they can join carrier group 1. And we're definitely going to need more light cruisers. So I'm not sure where all my this is all for bookies. I did have a bunch of the what was it? I did have a bunch of cruisers that I was refitting, right? Where are they all? We've got these are all the early cruiser hulls, but we did have a couple of Mugamis, didn't we? So because these are still old cruisers, old light cruisers. I would like to have the more modern ones in, where are they all? Offer of guaranteed independence was accepted by the German Reich. Okay, so we are now officially allied with the Axis, and that is going to get us into trouble with the British, obviously. Okay, so we need, if we're going to get into conflict with the British, and I realize this is all terrible terrain to fight in. The only thing that really works well is light cruisers and destroyers here. We are going to need scout forces. So I am thinking currently of, and that's what I mentioned. We need the second fleet again. So we're going to get a new task force out of these, and that is going to be Scout Group 1, and they are going to go into a new. Did I do that? No, Scout Group 1, select, and then make me a new fleet out of that. Okay, so that is Scout Group 1. Okay, Scout Group 1, and this is the. How have we named them so far? Yeah, so that's going to be the second fleet, responsible for scouting. Second fleet. And they are going to need somebody who's good at scouting. Positioning, blockade runner, aviation. What's blockade runner? Not really. Spotter might be nice. Superior tactician. Do we have somebody who's a spotter other than him? No, these guys are already all gone. So keeping an eye out for enemy fleets. Yeah, so we're going to Admiral Koga is going to be responsible for the scout groups, and we are going to get the cruiser submarines, which are currently the Yunsen 1 class. Yeah, these are the scouts. So we're going to create another task force, and that's going to be Scout Group 2. Scout Group 2. Sorry if that's a bit much. I did the original Navy reorg offline, sort of. Can I drag this around somewhere? I did the original Navy reorg offline slightly, but people said they were actually quite interested in seeing that sort of thing. So we'll be doing it. So these guys are going to be the scout groups are going to be assigned to are going to be on assignment to try and find enemy fleets, because these submarines have float planes, and they should be able to do some scouting. We don't have the radar researched yet, but that will also be good. It'd be nice to have scout cruisers and destroyers, but I don't think I actually have a design for those. Not heavy cruisers, light cruisers. Yeah, we currently only have the Mogami class. I think the Mogamis are all still being refitted. So we just need to get through that. I am considering. No, I need a lot more of the Shimushu escorts, because once we are at war, we are depending on all these lifelines here, and we need anti-submarine warfare, even if our fleets aren't completely ready. Anyway, where were we? So we've got Carrier Group 1. One of them is refitting. We're getting someone to reinforce. And tripartite pact signed. Very good. Carrier Group 1 is going to need more. I think that we detached a lot of the cruisers from Carrier Group 1. We do have Hiryu coming in for training. Once that thing is trained, then we can start a second carrier group. We currently have 2 strike forces. These both have 2 battleships and a bunch of older cruisers. Given the, I am considering combining these 2. Yeah, we're just going to merge these 2 because they are relatively small, And we are going to, if we're going up against the British, we're going to have some trouble with that otherwise. Yeah, airplanes, right. Airplanes were still a thing that we need to organize. My carriers. So what do I have? Where are my carriers? How do I go right click to Panto Fleet? Oh, there they are. Okay. So we currently have, what's it look like? How do I change the loadout of my carriers? That is an interesting question, and I don't know the answer to that. Can I do that from here? Is there any way to change? Is there any way to change that? No, not really. Okay, can I change that from here? No, I can't change that from here. So Akagi is an old converted ship. So she's just got naval and there's naval bombers on it, which is probably fine actually. Maybe we can do it from the air view. So if we select these two, so Akagi has 36 naval bombers. Hosho has 36 naval bombers. Oh right, why is Hosho having 5 naval bombers? Can we change that? Hang on, how many can I actually put here? Hosho can only carry 20 planes. Okay, Akagi can carry 60 planes. So how do I organize this? There must be a better way than doing that from here. But I'm not sure how. So Akagi has currently got 36 out of 60 planes, and then Kaga can take 60. And what is that? Oh, that's Ryujo. Okay, so Ryujo can airwings will follow this carrier when it leaves the operating. Okay, I'm not sure. Can we just change the layout for my carriers? Can I do that here, maybe? No, where are my carriers? There, Soryu class. No, I don't think I can actually change that anywhere. Maybe when I'm producing them, that can be changed. Anyway, so it looks like we're going to have to do this from the air view. Do let me know if you know a better way of doing this, because this seems like a bit tedious. So she's got, how do I add fighters to them? So we've currently got 12 fighters on Ryujo, but how do I change this? Okay, hang on, I need to deselect all, reorganize airwing. Oh, here we go. No, not actually. That's not what I want. Okay, give me a second, I'll be right back. I just need to look that up, how to do that. Okay, it looks like this is literally the way that you need to do it. So I want, historically the loadout was around 20 fighters and 40 strike planes. So I'm going to get this air wing up to 20. And then can't create a new air wing. We don't have any airplanes in reserve. Okay, so this is something we're just going to need to be doing. And then Akagi gets up to 40. So 40 strike planes. Hosho is just going to get 20 strike planes, honestly. And Kaga is going to get 40 strike planes as well. Okay, so we've got these sorted. Where's the... we've just got Akagi, Hosho, Kaga. Where was Ryujo? Did we not have any airplanes on Ryujo? Oh no, Ryujo has the 20 airplanes, but I can't add any more fighters because I literally have to produce them more. Okay, so that's the thing that I need to do. We do have carrier fighters here, so we can literally, can we not literally just take, this is a carrier fighter wing. Can I not literally just bring that down to, can I not bring that down to 20? So I want that to be a 20, okay, and then can I get that wing over there. Or do I need to disband the wing? So if once I've detached the wing from a carrier, can I not put it back onto the carrier? That's just an interesting question that needs answering, honestly. Let's get them over here, because I don't want to disband it, because it's an experienced air wing. Like, there's no reason to. Okay, I'm sending that to Ryujo apparently. So hang on. So now Ryujo has. Ryujo has 20 fighters. Okay, and we have. I don't want these guys. This is a close air support to be on Ryujo. So I'm going to send these off. Okay, this is going to be a little tedious. So yeah, feel free to skip ahead if you don't want to see this. Do we have? So we've got another fighter wing, but we need to get that. We need to get that fighter wing down to 20. Where can I? There. Okay. Because we want 20 fighters on a carrier group. The rest is going to go into reserve. So we're going to get these 20 over to over there. Can you move over there? Okay. So these 20 are moving over. Okay, we've got unassigned divisions. All these divisions should be going into the 5th Army. So let me just fix that. Oh, actually, we need more units. So you go to the 5th Army, and we are at 3. So we're going to need. I just accidentally deployed them all. Maybe 2 more. Oh, 2 more of these, and. You're going to go there, and you're going to go into the 5th Army. And no, can you not go into the 5th Army? No, that doesn't seem to work. Okay. And we need, we've got 3 here. We're going to need 21 more. So, no, wrong button, Terry. There we go. Okay. That's 21 divisions. All right, so we're going to get these all training. And we have I think we have the cryptology department. So we are going to start by decrypting the British ciphers. Cryptology. That's going to take forever. Yep, because we are going to you have to increase our power of decryption. So let's do that. Radio interception. And I'm going back to managing my planes. Okay, so have these planes now arrived? What do we have here? So Ryujo now has 20 fighters. Wasn't I sending a second wing of fighters over? I had another 20 fighters here, yes. Okay, can these 25 fighters move over here, please? Or can I send them to a particular ship? I don't know how to send them to a particular ship, but let's try and see what happens when they arrive. Okay, we're gonna get them over here. So now we have 2 carrier groups on Ryujo. That's not what I wanted. Can I get this carrier group, this air group, onto the other ship? I am not sure how to do that. Do I have to just have to disband these? I think I'm just going to have to disband these air wings, because that seems to be the only way to do. I can see the airbase here, but since they're all in the same spot, I don't see how I can shift them to a different carrier. So that's really a little bit awkward. Oh, Yamashita falls ill. That's unfortunate. Sitting in the jungle or in the mountains does that to you. Yeah, I don't see how I can make this happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see. So Akagi can't get another air wing because we don't have any more fighters. So we're going to take one of these groups and just disband this air wing. That gets it back to reserve. And then Akagi can get the fighters, all of them. But of course they start out new, so this air group needs to train. Well, it is still deploying. Okay, so this seems to be the only way to do it, which is really, okay, so note to self, do not disband carrier fighter wings, or do not shift them off the carriers, because it's bloody difficult to get them back on again. But yeah, we are still waiting for zeros. This is all just close air support. These are fighters. Can we reorganize this a little bit? Yeah, we'll just grab more fighters, but we can. Can we join these two? No, because that's just a naval carrier, naval air support. That is a close air support, so we can move them over there, and then merge them with the other carrier fighter wing. What do we have over here? These are carrier naval bombers. We have enough naval bombers, don't we? No, we don't. Disband this air wing and refill the consignment. Okay, we've got 12 fighters here. Oh, these are on Soryu. Okay, this needs to change. So these guys need to go down to 20, and I want 40 naval bombers on Soryu as well. Can I even? Yeah, 40, because she can carry 60. Okay, these two groups, these two air groups need to train. Why can they not? Oh, the carrier is docked in a port, and so they can't actually train. Okay, so that's annoying. Where is Soryu right now? Where is she? Did I? So Hiryu is exercising. Is this exercising the planes as well? So many questions. So is that Hiryu floating around there? Look at her. Look at her go. Okay, so if I look at my carrier group 1, where is Soryu? I've lost a carrier. Somebody seen a carrier anywhere? It's gone. It's lost, and I don't know where it went. These are the two scout groups. Oh, is she in here? Oh, she's in here. Why is she in here? She needs to become carrier group 2. So we are going to start with the very lone Soryu, and we're going to put her into a... Actually, we can just pick up some of the ships that are coming with her here and create a second carrier group, I guess. Let's do that then. But this is all... We only have a Congo here in reserve. The rest is all garbage. This is all ancient cruisers. So we'll start with her and just a bunch of Fubukis for screening for now, and create a new task force that is going to be carrier group 2, and we're going to get her into that. No, not all of these stay in reserve. This is going to be carrier group 2, which means she gets the airplane as insignia. All right, and Soryu. So where is Soryu? Soryu is here. So these are Soryu's planes. So because Soryu is in port, the planes cannot exercise, because starting from a carrier in port is obviously illegal. So we're going to move the whole group over there. Okay, so they're going to stand by here. Right, they're out of port, which means we can now get these carrier wings and get them to exercise. Okay, perfect, that's better. We're getting there slowly. Carrier group 1. What are your... Okay, let's move you out as well, out of port, and see what your see what we do with your air wings here, because these all need to exercise as well. Okay, so now we're starting to see something. Okay, Hosho needs Kaga needs fighter planes. Do we have? No, we've only got naval bombers. But that's Ryujo. I've renamed her, but for some reason it's still weird. That's going to be a group of nope, not so many. 40. That's not enough. 40 there. Okay. So, and then these, all of these effectively just go and exercise. Okay. Okay, I think we've got our carrier sorted. Strike Force 1 is now a little bit more powerful because she's got 4 battleships, although they are slightly outdated. And we've got 39 ships in reserve, and mostly that's just... I mean, we can probably send Kirishima over to Strike Force 1, and she can make herself useful over there. The rest is just early cruiser hulls and there's outdated cruisers, and we've got a couple more Fubukis that's sitting around here. So Strike Force 1 has now how many capital ships? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more coming. And she's got... So we've got 4 battleships, 8 light cruisers, and 16, so 24. Yeah, that's a good ratio. But yeah, we need more heavy. We need no more heavy surface ships. We need more everything. I feel like we're not ready to take on the British, to be honest. But well, what can we do? So this group has 2 carrier casks, so we can merge these 2 airwings. That's a regular cask, so we can't merge these 2 because carrier and regular don't go together. And these are just regular fighters. So all of these can pretty much fly south, probably here. These planes don't need to be there. What is this? Close air support and fighters again. We're probably going to send them over there for now. We've got the large strike wings over here in the Himalayas, but they will move out from there eventually. And then here we've got more carrier casks, more fighters. Do we have a small fighter wing? And this is naval bombers. Yeah, this is all naval bombers. Oh, we've got actually 100 naval bombers here in a strike wing. Did anybody need naval bombers? How are my carriers? You go and exercise. Why are you not exercising? Oh, yeah, you should be. You exercise. You don't need to. Okay, fair enough. So these 20 don't need to. Does anybody in need of naval bombers? Yes, you are. But we are producing naval bombers as well, so we may as well just wait for that to backfill. And Kaga still needs fighters, but because we don't have any available right now. Did we have any carrier fighters that we can disband? These are regular fighters. These are carrier fighters. So we could, we could just disband this and put these into reserve, I guess. Nah, we'll just wait for the. I just need 20 out of them. I could put it to 50 for now, or to 55. That'll draw 20 out. Okay, and then we'll set the limit back up to 100. But now we can go over and get our carriers staffed, which means that Kaga is going to get a fighter wing. And where is my fighter wing? It should be. I did, right? Is it still coming over there, or is it still provisioning? Okay, we'll check back in a minute. Okay, I feel like this is all sort of sorted at this point. We just need to change the positioning. So right now, this is. So we're gonna rename that. That is. Okay, hang on. Oh, APCS capture. APCS is done. We're gonna get all of these. This is our cruiser reserve. Cruiser reserve. Okay. So cruiser reserve, and they're going to get a different symbol, so I don't get so confused. The reserve ones are getting something that says they're old. Yeah, why not? The Neptune's trident here. Although I have that symbol already for the training fleet. Okay, give me something else. Cruiser reserve. What looks old here? Nothing really looks old. They get the jellyfish. Okay, we want to turn these into jellyfish, and these one as well. Jellyfish. Okay, so these are sitting in reserve. This is the training task force. These are scout groups. So this needs to have a different color because I totally cannot see that. We've already used that sort of. Maybe like a more brighter color. Yeah, that'll do. And they get the something like that. Maybe. Yeah, that'll do. And they get the I get that. So that's the second fleet with the 2 scout groups, and of course these guys need also to be looking through the looking glass. Okay, perfect. So we've got the scout groups. That's the training task force. Yeah, we are getting new ships into that. Got the cruiser reserve, and this is so the third fleet is going to be doing convoy escort and mine laying. So this is escort group 1. Okay, and we're actually probably good with 10 for now. So yeah, we want to eventually have 10 of these. So we're going to get that and make that escort group 2. Okay, escort group 2. And yeah, these need to train. Okay. All right. That just leaves us with moving carrier group 1 somewhere where they actually need it, because I feel that we are going to be having fights going on in the South China Sea potentially. That is regular ocean, so there's nothing really going on. So we can actually move them into Hainan, into the naval base. That would be carrier group 1 over to Hainan. Okay. And Strike Force 1 is going to sail here. Yeah, probably that might not be a terrible. So we're going to get Strike Force 1 out to Taiwan. Carrier group 2 is going to sit in Kanto, and the subrons will need to be moved around as they go. But the scout groups can already. Where are they actually? How do I go to right click to Panto Fleet? Okay. They are up in the homelands, so the scout groups need to move south as well. So we're going to get 1 scout group definitely out here, and the second scout group probably there. Okay. No, just go there. Can you? Yes, I think they are moving. Yeah, they're moving to Okinawa. Okay. Right. I feel like we've sort of organized ourselves a little bit. Sorry that it took so long. It's just tedious with large amounts of forces to get these all under control. Okay, we've got some more things that we can start researching. We need to get this out of the way for smoke generators. So let's just get that researched. And we almost have done the radar. So do we have anything building here? Yes, we've got the radio interception group going on. We could also become spy master. Depends on the size of the faction, really. But because I don't think we have anybody in the faction at this point, I don't think it makes any sense to spend any political power for it. What we do need to do, though, is get these out of the way. So the problem I'm having here is that the form raiding regiments, which I would be okay with, because that gives us a special forces capacity multiplier, which is great. It gives us a minus 10 on the dockyards. So the problem then is if we were prioritizing naval aircraft construction, it would actually, because we are going to have to build a lot of carrier fighters. So both of these decisions are going to give us a minus 10% on the dockyard output, unfortunately. So this would increase our tactical bomber development, but I feel like I need the naval fighters, and we could then we could then focus on the navy, which gives us both. So we would be more naval focused, which reduces our factory output, unfortunately, by 10%, but we get a 10% dockyard output increase in return, and the dockyard construction, what we're doing right now, is going to be faster. So I'm feeling like naval aircraft construction it is, because that lowers the production cost for any naval planes, and I am planning to build a lot of naval planes. So we'll take that, and then we are currently imbalanced towards the navy, but I feel like we need to be imbalanced towards the navy. I think the army is in a good state at this point, and the navy is the one that is going to need low manpower. What are you talking about? I've got 700,000 people in reserve. That is not an issue right now. Okay. Yes, we are starting to see where the British are, and we are going to have to see where the First Army troops are, because these guys here are needing to, these are all the ones that I haven't sent south, right? Have they arrived already? No, I think they're still on the way. So these troops need to be, I might actually just take those. Yeah, those are going to go on a front line against Tibet. Why can I not draw a front line here? Oh, because that is just high mountains where I just can't cross. Hang on a minute. Does that mean that I can't even cross into India over here? Oh, I think this is impossible, because this is just too high mountains. Okay, that's good to know. So we don't even need to defend that part. Is that the same here? That is the same here. Nobody can get across here. That's why I can't assign a front line there. Okay, well that makes it a lot easier. I don't need to defend any of this area. Okay, perfect. So I just need these guys to have 8 divisions for the front. Yep, that's perfect. Go move. Go take the train if you can. Oh, no, there isn't any train, is there? Which means that these divisions here are just consuming supply where we don't have any. So we're going to move those divisions actually over into the area of Bangkok. So we're going to give them a fallback line over there, and we're going to get them moving, which means we can take Tanaka's Third Army actually off this. What was I planning to do with the Third Army? Yeah, we can take Tanaka's troops out of here. Yes, we're going to move Tanaka's troops out of Bangkok and get these troops assigned to here. That gets us 24 divisions on the Third Army. Why are these all green? Oh, that's probably because, okay, so everybody, how far are we from the war against Nepal? We are still 130 days. So pretty much everybody train up as needed. That is just important. This is the colonial force. This is the defense. We will just move the colonial force underneath the defending field marshal, and my 5th army needs a general. Didn't I assign somebody? I thought I assigned somebody. Okay, so if let's see. So 1st army will take the north here, as well as the invasion there, which stretches them a little bit, but I don't need 24 troops down here. 2nd army under Itagaki is going to, what were they supposed to be doing? Oh, they're hedging against the Soviets. 3rd army under Tanaka is holding the line here, and I think we are running out of supply. Yes, we are. So we're going to need to increase our supply range. That should sort that out. Yeah, pretty much. That does sort it out a little bit. How are we on supply? Okay, we need to improve the railroads, upgrade the bottlenecks, and that is priority. That needs to be done. We almost have the supply done up here in the north. So which means I can't even go through anything. But this is the Northern Indian front, so I want to have the supply there. So that is quite important that we get that done. This also needs to be on trucks. This is probably not. Okay. And then from here, yeah, we're going to improve the supply situation, which hopefully will alleviate that somewhat and get these all supplied. We are also having a supply hub under construction here. So that should be done relatively soon. We've got 15 factories on it. So that's going to be done in a sec. And then the supply situation down south here is going to be better as well. Not too great over here because everyone's exercising. Oh, that's okay. Still supply is manageable. We've got the naval invasions lined up. We do have... it would be ideal to have an airport a little bit closer, because our tactical bomber wings are actually not going to be able to reach that from Bangkok, I think. Yeah, they are. At least the British. No, it's fine. We can reach them we can use them from Bangkok, and that has the range to cover these areas. So that's all good. That's why I was building tactical bombers, because it'd be a massive pain otherwise. Have I forgotten anything important? Obviously, we are going to need to protect our convoy routes, and as you can see, that is a lot of supply areas that need to be protected. So that's where the which one is it? The third fleet is going to come in, because the third fleet, once all these refits are done, and hopefully this is actually moving up a little bit, because I need these ships refitted. I am building the 2 Tosas. I am building more Yunsan 1 scout ships, and we need those, yes. Where's my training fleet right now? We've got Hiryu. Hiryu is training. Yeah, Hiryu is training. And we've got another Yunsan there. 2 of them, actually. Okay, so we are getting somewhere. But yeah, we need more scout ships. And the rest just needs to get these destroyer escorts done, honestly. Because this is taking longer than I thought it was going to do. Because we need more dockyards. Yes. And we'll be constructing more. We are constructing more dockyards. In fact, can we construct more dockyards after constructing the dockyards? We can, probably. We are already constructing around the home islands. We can start probably constructing some dockyards in Taiwan. Now let's do that afterwards, when everything is done. But yeah, I want to get at least 3 or 4 lines of civilian factories going, so to get our output before we are starting to hit the war, to get our output into place. Okay, how far are we from the attack on Nepal? It's not too bad anymore. Let's speed this up a little bit. And the radio interception group is done. Okay, next up, yeah, this increases the speed a little bit, but obviously we're going to need more. We're going to need more in cryptology, because the British have. We're also going to need the government cipher school in order to, counter encryption. There's so many things that we need to do. We also need to do the blueprint stealing for the missions. But let's do the radio interception group first. Can we? What do we have against the British? Do we have a little bit better of an idea of what they're up to? No, we still don't know very much about the British Navy. We are getting starting to get a little bit from our intel network. But they don't like us very much. Yeah, no kidding. We don't like them either. Okay, these troops are there, and it looks like the supply is all good. Okay, radar is done. Okay, hang on. Lots of people. We've got another colonial division, so let's throw him to the colonial divisions. This is still ahead of time. We're not yet in 1940. We also need the improved fire controls, and we also need to start building radar at some point. The other thing that we urgently need is, well, it's the 1940 tech, so that's still going to be a while before we get the Bettys. We do have a research bonus for fighters, but I'm probably going to use it here just to get eventually to the 1944 tech. But I can live with the 1940 tech for a while. We do need the better... how about the infantry research? Oh, well, we need to do that. Oh dear, I forgot that. Okay, so that needs to be done. No, we need so much research, so little time. Okay, so a lot of infantry techs that need researching as well. So we've got 1 on infantry, 2 on industry, and 2 on naval right now. Okay, that'll have to do. And yeah, shall we just take out Bhutan? I mean, there's really nothing there. How much political power is it going to be? 41. Nah. I need my political power. I need Yamamoto in here. That's 150 going to be. And I actually need to upgrade. I need more people here in... I also need a Chief of Air Force. Shall we just get the Chief of Air Force? Because we don't really have many choices anyway. We can get an all-weather specialist, night operations, or ground support. This gives us bad weather penalty and this night operations penalty. I think night operations would be good because it's always day and night, whereas bad weather only happens occasionally. Unfortunately, he's only a specialist, but I don't think I can get any of my generals to be a Chief of Air Force. So we're just going to get him in. That'll give us air experience. We have we already have the naval air experience, but that only gives naval experience. So can we? There's nobody really else to swap that out for. So who do we want here? We probably want more naval high command. Honestly, Army logistics sounds good, and it's Imamura. Yeah, so maybe Imamura, and I would love to get one of my admirals. And actually. Who do we have currently? We've got the First Fleet. That is the man himself, Yamamoto, and he is the naval aviation pioneer for the base strike doctrine. So we're going to need him. He's already having a role. We've got Daigo, who's relatively new, so he's not going to be doing an awful lot. And we've got him, and we've got the Second Fleet. What is this actually? Oh, that's the training force. Okay, that's the training force. We can assign somebody, you know. Do we have anybody who would be useful for the training force that we want to train up? I don't know if he gets any. Capital Naval. He's a spotter. We get him on the training force. Perfect. Okay. Hang on. Did that happen? Didn't I assign him just now? Yeah, Nepal is being naughty. Or did I assign him somewhere else? Now I'm confused. Him, right? Where is he? Takagi. Where is he? Didn't I not assign him? Or did I? Oh, dang it. No. Yamamoto assign. The First Fleet gets Yamamoto, right? Okay, something is really messed up here. Yes, I want Yamamoto on the First Fleet. I want the Sixth Fleet, which is the submarine. I want him. Oh, he can actually get another skill as well. He can get the Silent Hunter or Lancer. So these are going to be the submarine operators. Torpedo reveal chance or torpedo screen penetration. I'm not planning to send my submarines against screens, so probably reveal chance is the better one. Okay, we'll go with that. And then the Third Fleet, which is the escort and mine laying group. Who are we going to assign here? Not Osawa. Escort and mine laying. Anybody who's got any relevant skills? That's aviation, Ironside, Bold, Old Guard, no. Spotter. escort. He'd be better for a scout, for the scout group, honestly. But the second, we already have somebody who is, I think, Koga, who was already. He could become a naval maneuver specialist, actually, which gives us naval speed. I think that might not be a terrible idea. So we get Koga as a naval maneuver. We could get somebody for the decisive battle, but I don't know if we have anybody who could be on decisive battle. Do we? Officer corps role. That's naval maneuver. He doesn't have any. Oh, because he's level 3. So we've got Yamamoto is already an advisor, and Koga is what we just looked at, and he's level 1. So yeah, sure, why not? We're going to get him as a naval maneuver specialist, and that allows him. He's in charge of the scout groups, and that'll allow him to. That would allow us to get him into the high command. Okay, so third fleet. Where was I? Third fleet, escort groups. We need somebody on the third fleet. Who are we going to set there? Not him. Takagi. Why don't you... defense would be better, honestly, but nobody here has any defense. So, Takagi, you're going to go into here. Okay. And that is, what is that? Oh, that's the training task. That's the training fleet. So hang on. Stop. I was renaming stuff. Give me a sec. So that's the training fleet. We're going to assign somebody low level who we don't need otherwise. You, sir. You get into the training fleet. Okay, so we've got that sorted. All right. I am probably, oops, that's not where we wanted to be. Eventually, we will come for you. But for now, we are looking at invading you, and we are 50 days away. Okay, let's keep going. And I do need to keep an eye on new airwings that I need to do something with. Can we, do we have enough, yeah, we have enough tactical bombers to make 2 new airwings, actually. So that's 1, and that's 2, because I need to train these up. Okay, so these 2 are going to train until done. We are having a decent amount of fuel at this point. How are my carriers looking like? Do I have all my planes on my carriers the way I want them to be? So this is going to be, where are my carriers, by the way? Where did I put them? I lost my carriers again. Oh, they're over here. Okay, that's why. So how are your air groups are looking like? So we've got, okay, these need to train. Right, good that I checked. So carrier group 1 needs to get out into the sea, such that we can get your air groups trained up. Okay, everybody train up until finished, and we are almost complete. Yeah, we almost have we're almost complete in the complement. We did have another carrier. What was that? Soryu. And I think I moved her. Yeah, I moved carrier group 2. So carrier group 2 needs to get out of port, such that we can get these training. Yeah, because they weren't training because they were back in port. So now they're training. Okay, smoke generators are done. It's June 1939. We might actually have to slowly start. Now we will let the Germans kick it off first. I really need, so the one thing I really need, the things I really like would be to have, why is escort group 1 so big again? We're going to get you to escort group 2, and everybody here needs to exercise, okay. The one thing I really like would be to have my Mogamis ready, but I need to burn through this first. And I am going to need more dockyards in order to run through these refits quicker. And I'm not constructing any carriers right now, which is also not good, because I really need to get this done first, and then we can talk about carriers again. This is all still future tech. We could get ourselves better torpedoes, or we could start on the support techs here. Yeah, I just don't have the naval experience. We're just gonna get started and get these going, because yeah, I don't have the support techs here, so that is just not happening. Okay, Italy pursues closer bond with Germany. Yeah, Germany is going to start kicking off things soon. So there should also be a decision, I think, that said that we could demand these French colonies over here. Is that somewhere? No, maybe that was in a. Was that the? Oh, that's in the strike south. Okay, so we need to. What are the Soviets up to? Okay, they seem to have somewhat calmed down up north there. So Italy joined the Axis, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, and we are bypassed the alliance with Siam, and we completed the Strike South Doctrine. Can we demand? Where was that? Demand that prerequisite. Ile-de-France, not controlled by France. Which one's Ile-de-France? Is it Paris? I think it's Paris. Okay. So once the Germans take Paris, we can demand that colony. All right, sounds good. Let's do that, because that'll give us some naval bases down south here as well, and some more air bases and all kinds of stuff. I do need to know which one was I going to do. This, I think I'm going to go with the Special Landing Forces. This is going to hurt us in the Navy a bit, but we do also need to get our naval doctrines, our base strike doctrines improved, because our doctrines are currently terrible, and we're just not having enough XP to make much happen. But the next thing is we need a non-aggression pact with the Soviets. Just so we don't need to worry about them. Yeah, we need to secure the northern border, because that is otherwise going to get into trouble. We're still short on aluminium again. Do we have a research finishing up? And we do need to. Okay, that's done actually. Blueprint stealing, increase that. I was going to look at. I was going to look at my intel over in England, and we are on 35%. We can start some. Can we start some operations against the British? This is, we don't want, which ones are the British here? There they are. Yeah, no, we can't really do anything quite yet. Infiltrating the Navy might be interesting. We could steal some naval blueprints from them, I guess. We could try to orchestrate a coup, all kinds of fun things we can do. Anyway, not going to worry about that too much. Where are my other operatives? One of them in Singapore, so we should have a pretty good idea about what's happening in Singapore. And where is, oh, she's actually at home. She doesn't need to be at home. Build me an intel network against the Dutch, although the Dutch aren't going to live long for anymore if the Germans have anything to say about it. So we'll just start south here so we can get ready for these sort of things. Okay. And we'll let it run a little bit more. And everything is happily building. Actually, yeah, we're going to need more. We're going to need more zeros. So we're going to need more military factories as well, actually, at some point. We might shift some production. Is there anything that we're producing that we really don't need much anymore? We could reduce our infantry equipment production a little bit, because I think that'll do. Yeah, we'll pull that down. That'll give us some more military factories for the carrier fighters, and we're also going to need some more naval bombers. We're also short on aluminium as usual, so I am actually going to prioritize these two for now. Yeah, we're going to prioritize these two, and that means the tactical bomber are taking a bit of a hit, but I need to get that going. Okay, we've got a doctrine available. Oh, yeah, we could do a, yes, we want What do we got? Convoy escorts? No. Submarines, submarine operations. So we're going to go with the carrier. We could go with the submarine operations first, I guess, because that's probably what we're going to be using first. Yeah, but I really want to get my I want to get my carriers better, I guess. I mean, we're going to do these. We're going to do all of these, but it's a question, where do we spend the naval XP first? What's going to give us the most in the beginning? If we are up against the British in maybe a year's time, which one is going to be better? Cost reduction bonus, strike south doctrine, minus 50%. Oh, okay, we have two bonuses here. Two cost reduction bonuses: submarine surface detection, submarine organization, torpedo reveal chance. I'm going to go with the submarines first. Okay, and then we will try to balance these all out. We can get ourselves a Spirit, actually, and I might just get that done as well. 50 Army XP. The flexible organization for division speed and orc loss when moving. Yeah, let's do that. So we've got these all sorted. We've got all the spirits in place, and we are setting ourselves up for war. It's not going to be long anymore, and when once the Germans are starting the war and the British are, and everybody else is a little bit occupied, that's when I'm planning to strike and get that going. So I might actually have a quick look. That is 200 days. So we might actually start that already, to be honest, because that might still take a while. Although somebody did say once we're at war with the British, things will get easier because it's a major power. And then we can... so yeah, probably this is all British Malaya, right? This is all the same thing. So conquer Singapore. Yeah, we'll get the war goal going to conquer Singapore. That should set us up. Yeah, that's 200 days. So we should be okay. I'll wait a little bit longer. I'll probably wait until late 1939, and then we get that started. I want to make sure that the Germans aren't delayed or anything. And because first of all, we also have this to do. That's still 30 days. So we're going to get that war out of the way very quickly. So let's do that quickly. We'll see if we can still finish that war today. Okay, we've got some more divisions. This is colonial, so they can go over there. And I just want to get the war goal and get that war over with. Actually, before I forget, let's get these planes already set up for close air support, so they can get their efficiency up. And yeah, we actually have supply in the Himalayas. Who would have thought? Okay. Let's get this war out of the way very quickly, and then we can start justifying on Singapore and getting all these preparations done. Blueprint stealing is complete. We need to what else do we need? What's our cryptology looking for forever? So I do have construction to do. Although it would be good to have the British cipher, but I would have to put a lot of factories into that. So we probably, this is, I don't want them to die necessarily. What else can we do? We've done blueprint stealing. Steal blueprint risk. Invisible ink. Let's get that done. Because I am thinking of trying to do some operations and steal some blueprints. Maybe from the Americans. That would be fun as well. But we need to deal with the British first. Okay, I just want to get the war goal against Nepal. Low manpower. No, we don't have low manpower. And we keep getting colonial divisions, which I don't really have much of a use for. Okay, justification is done. Bracket shooting is done. So... let's get the we are getting close to 1940, and we can start researching more advanced technologies. There's going to be a lot of research, so I do want to get all the 1930s techs out of the way. Let's get this done, and we are going to lower down to 2-speed, and we are going to quickly declare war against Nepal. Yep, Japan has declared war. Let's see. Yeah, we will literally just, all we can do is attack them here. So let's see how that's going to look like. And we can get 4 divisions in at the same time. Actually, that's all we can do. So we are attacking from multiple directions, but of course they are dug in. So this is we're going to have to wait for the Air Force to help out here, I think, because this is this might take a while otherwise. So that's the only way in. And yeah, we are starting. Do you see this? This here, organization damage. This is our tactical bombers coming in, having air superiority and doing damage to the defenders. So our troops are not going to be able to push them out. But with the not as entrenched as they are, but we have the better combat width, because we have the 25 width divisions, which are perfectly fitting into the available width, and we have the look at the amount of damage that the planes are doing. So this is sort of where my it is saying currently that we'll be losing, but I am not planning to win this on the ground. This is another one. Colonial divisions. I'm going to need a second colonial army at some point. Yeah, it says currently that we're not winning this, and we're not going to win this on the ground by just running into their defenses. But that, in the air, is what should win it for us. Actually, can we get more air up there? Do we have another? We have 3 more tactical bomber wings. Do they have range to Nepal? Not really. We could get them over here quickly, assign them there, and help with their ground support. Yeah, let's do that. Just temporarily. And strategic air. Yeah, we're doing damage to the enemy division. So this is going to be a hard fight. And yeah, we're never going to win this on the ground. But we will try. They have 5 divisions here, so we will try to win this in the air, just by sheer power of bombardment. And we do have 4 divisions in reserve, so once these are exhausted from the attack, then the reserve divisions can attack. So I am actually thinking of who is currently not attacking. Well, it's fine. The reserves divisions will pick up the slack. And yeah, it just says we're losing, but you can see our Air Force is starting to do organizational damage against them. And while they are very well entrenched, they are experienced and they're entrenched, and they're defending their homeland. Our Air Force is eventually going to wear them down, and at that point, the infantry should be able to take this on. Now, of course, supply is as usual garbage, because we do have 8 divisions up here, which is a bit much actually. So we might actually take. They will stop attacking by themselves once they're exhausted. So we're just trying to wear them down at this point, just by sheer air power. So let's get that to work. Actually, I think we're almost at time, so I might leave this as a cliffhanger for next episode, because this might still take a while. Our divisions are starting to get exhausted. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that for the next episode, because I also need to go. And yeah, we will probably next episode start justifying against the British, and actually this is something we might do already. We'll do it next episode. So next episode we'll start our justification against the Allies, and we still have a long refit queue to go through, but it's not as long as it used to be. And once that is all done, then our Navy is going to be looking a little bit better, and we might be in a better position to to take on the Brits and fight for Southeast Asia. That's it for me today. Thanks, everybody. Sorry if it was a bit of a lengthy organizationally episode, but you know, there's the lull and then there's the big war going on. So that's it for now. Thanks, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.